with our Cynap Pro and Cynap Core Pro, we can act as a capture agent for Panopto and record the sessions which are done on our devices. As you can see here in this installation with the Cynap Pro sitting in a rack, Cynap Pro acts as the centerpiece of the installation. It's one unit which is connected to 3 HDMI outputs. One will be projection number 1, projection number 2, and in addition a control screen for example, an academic in a lecture hall. With Cynap Pro, it is possible to bring in different contents into the presentation to show it on the screen, or even stream it to the internet or to other rooms. So let's look into the Cynap Pro user interface. We call it the composer, to compose the presentation. In the bottom part down here, we can see there is the prepare area. There is built-in applications which can be opened over the plus symbol. For example, a browser can be used directly on the system. But there is also a digital whiteboard, connected devices over USB or HDMI, such as a document camera visualizer from WolfVision, but also cameras or any other devices. But also my own device can be brought into the session. So by using AirPlay, Chromecast or Miracast, which is natively built into our solution, I can now stream my content from the tablet directly to the Cynap. So let's bring up my AirPlay session on the screen on the left side, and maybe to compare the picture from the live picture from the camera to the right screen. The whole control is done by drag and drop and can be controlled on the control screen, but also it is possible to use my tablet to control the whole session, or in this case, this medical app to zoom into details, for example, in this case, the heart. So now with the Panopto feature, it's quite easy. It's a remote recorder functionality which is built into our Cynap Pro and Cynap Core Pro. And by activating the recording, there will be 3 independent recordings done automatically. What makes it quite easy to compose not just the presentation or the web call or the streaming, but also the Panopto recording is, if I want to bring in new content, the switching is done automatically. So let's say I want to bring in the browser and I want to bring that side by side next to the live picture. Since the whole screen is recorded automatically, also for the students in the Panopto app, then this recording will include both contents. If we want to replace content, as you can see, I can drag and drop it around, I can replace content. And the academic, they do not have to think about what is part of the recording, do I have to switch any sources? Everything is done automatically. The feature is available on the Cynap Pro with 3 HDMI outputs. In smaller installation with Cynap Core Pro, it can be done directly also there. There will be 2 recordings, 2 independent recordings. One will be the screen and the second one will be the connected camera. In the remote recorder section of Panopto, as we can see here on the screen, now I have a live preview of the room of the Cynap Pro, and by a click on it, I get the preview of both recordings or both live contents from the HDMIs, but also from the camera which is connected to the Cynap. So from there, now it is possible to schedule recordings by your known workflow over any LMS systems or directly over Panopto, but also ad hoc recordings can be triggered directly from the management or the remote recorder section here in Panopto. If there is a recording ongoing, as you can see here in the user interface of our control screen, there is an indicator, an optical indicator, by showing there is an ongoing recording, and in addition also to show the time which is already recorded of the session. For future updates, we also gonna implement the feature of busy lights to give also the indicator not just on the screen to see if a recording is ongoing or if it is paused or stopped at the moment. While there is a recording ongoing on the Cynap, the files will be stored on the hard drive of Cynap and in a second step then be uploaded to the Panopto server. Once we get the notification that the upload and the processing is done correctly, then we're gonna delete it automatically on the Cynap system. After the upload and the processing is done, all the known features, the great features such as text recognition, speech recognition, the possibility to search through files, all these features are available. And with Cynap, it's not just the recording part, it's also the whole presentation, collaboration part, and also to bring in students over web conference and to include audience with streaming and webcasting while you have the session in the room.